From the little bit I know, you're a singer-songwriter. Is that correct?
No, I started as a singer in India.
Okay.
And then when I came to England, I realized I wouldn't be able to cut it as a singer because unfortunately they had groups like the Stones and the Beatles and Cliff Richards and all those kind of guys, and they were far better than me. So I decided I better take up writing and producing, and that's what I did.
And what have you written? What have you produced? Tell us a bit more.
Well, on the English side, I've done things like Kung Fu Fighting, I Love to Love by Tina Charles, Jimmy James, I'll Go Where the Music Takes Me. I did the Joan Collins films, both her films, The Stud and the Bitch. Am I allowed to say The Stud and the Bitch on TV?
You can. You said it twice. Yeah. Twice, in fact.
It was nice working with Joan Collins.
Nonchalant.
Yeah. In fact, I think I played a big part in her comeback success because before The Stud, she wasn't happening. And then she did The Stud and the Bitch, and then she got Dynasty and the Dynasty, yeah.
Depends where you come from, yeah.
And then she went on to bigger and better things, yeah. And ironically or coincidentally, I've also done a few films in India, Bollywood films, and I had quite a few big hits in India with my songs, so that was good. So I've managed to bridge the two, even though I don't know
I can't
anything.
wait to hear them. I mean, I can't wait to...
You'll hear them on the night. This is another reason we wanted you to be an MC, is because then you can hear my music.
This is just such an exciting event, but the whole Bollywood theme is joyous.
It is.
You know, because it is a Andalusian flamenco. It's very tragic. And yet when you see anything of the Bollywood, it always seems to be very uplifting.
Because it's more family oriented, that's why. So mum and dad and the kids can go and see it. So it's got to be fun, because the other thing in India, they always believe that you've got to see a film 2 or 3 times. So they've got to make it a family entertainment kind of a thing. So it's good. It's, like you say, it's joyous, it's colorful, a lot of music. Yeah.
So you're going to be emceeing at the event. Do you know what we're expected of us?
Lorraine Powell has roped us in, and yes, we're going to be the MCs. We're going to make the evening flow. There's going to be Bollywood dancers from Spain.
I would very much like to learn to do that. In the sense, similar, again making reference to flamenco dancing, but it must make you very fit with all the arm movements and everything. It must be a great way to get in shape.
You know, you did this, flamenco. It's very similar to Bollywood, what they call Bhangra dancing, which is like fixing a light bulb.
Like taking the apple from the tree in the flamenco.
Yeah, and that's really it. It's a lot of hip movements. I don't do it myself, but yeah, it's very popular. And you have a lot of places like Marbella in India. I mean, obviously not on this wonderful scale, but like a poor man's Marbella. Goa, the whole of Goa is like a poor man's Marbella. Yeah, a very poor man's Marbella. Yeah.
How do you feel about those differences? Do you feel there's something you can do anything about? Is it something you just accept, seeing that that's such a big difference?
You mean
in your country of the really, really poor? And
yeah, the dichotomy between the rich and the poor is tremendous, and it's got worse over the years. I think like in most countries, the rich have got richer and the poor have got poorer too, except for China, where they managed to bring out 500 million people out of the poverty line. India's working on it. I don't know if our politicians are honest enough, because at the end of the day, the leaders have to be honest and work for the people. It's improving. Whether it'll improve in the next 10, 15 years, I don't know. But I know that doing this gala is helping India to a great degree, and really I want to be grateful and thankful to the Rotary Club and to Lorraine who've got this whole thing going. Yeah.
It's nice to see people coming together for the greater good.
Yeah, the greater good, and it's not just, the money's not just being spent in India. It's going to be spent here in Spain and amongst the young.